Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Barry Fair with you, and welcome back to the Daily Wraps, and this is episode 192 this morning here. The time is 10:51 a.m. here on Tuesday the 20th of April. And on the final part of the show today, we're going to be talking about preparing for winter. Now, the winter months will be coming very soon, so what you need to do is have plenty of winter gear like your jumpers, your skivvies, your scarves, your beanies, singlets, long sleeve shirts, pajamas, everything. And joining me in the studio now is my special guest from before, Alec and Georgia. Good morning again to both of you.
Good morning, Barry.
Hi, Barry.
So, preparing for winter, okay? You must have your flu shot before the flu season hits, because we all know that the flu is very nasty, and the flu can stop you from doing what you love to do the most, like going out for dinner, lunch or breakfast, or socializing with your friends. Here's Alec now to open the third part of the show with what I've just mentioned.
Thanks, Barry. Yeah, totally agree about the flu shot. Good thing to do every year to get a new one, because there are new strains of flu that come out, and it changes from year to year. So a really good idea to have a flu shot if you don't want to get the flu in winter.
And to avoid getting the flu, guys, I've always said this: stay home, stay warm, stay rugged up, and cancel your plans for the evening or the day. Here's Georgia now for this.
Yeah, I think if you start feeling sick, you definitely don't want to give anyone else the flu as well, or any sickness that you have. So stay home and stay warm, but also you can't really cancel your whole life. So if you are feeling okay, it's important to rug up, but you can still definitely go out with your friends. But if you do feel sick, definitely stay home and wash your hands and all of that.
And I will just give you there's some sanitizer there, which I've got in my trusty little pocket here. There it is. I'll just give you a view of the demonstration right now on the show. So very important, ladies and gentlemen out there. Come on out, you come. That's it. And rub your hands together until they are dry. And why must we use the sanitizer? To kill off any germs or bacteria that may be lurking on our hands. So very important to have sanitizer. And also, this is why people get sick during the winter, because they haven't washed their hands or cleaned their hands or used. That's if we have gloves in here, which we do, okay? We must wear gloves, okay, to prevent the spread of contamination, which we will talk about more in a moment, but winter. Okay. Winter is the coldest time of the year, and when does winter start? June, and goes right through to August. Now, why do we get sick during winter? Well, we get sick because of the change in weather, or we've been sitting out in the rain and cold for too long, or or somebody has passed what they've got onto us, or we've got too few clothes on. So like me, I've got a jumper on today. It may be 25 degrees, but I'm keeping warm just in case the weather does change, and we do get sick, ladies and gentlemen, from the change in weather. Well, depending on where you are around Australia. Well, Darwin doesn't have winter at all. It's summer all year round for them. So if you enjoy the sun, okay, get up to Darwin and sometimes up to Queensland. So, ways of avoid getting sick, okay? Like I've just demonstrated to you just a minute ago. There you go. Sanitize. And Alec, if you can just get a box of gloves over here. Now these are gloves. We all staff must wear them. And this is what my outsider had now.
Yeah, it's definitely important to wear gloves, especially if you're preparing food or a drink for a client. So yeah, it's definitely important to wear them.
So we'll talk about I've talked about the importance of gloves, okay? Because yeah, ladies and gentlemen out there who are watching this very important part of the show now, okay, you don't know where you picked up the germs from or why you picked it up, okay? Because germs she's a nasty, very nasty indeed. Here's Alec now for this.
Yeah, that's right. Germs are very nasty, and I agree with you about places like Darwin and Queensland as well. I think that's a great idea if you can get away. Now that the pandemic is sort of slowly ending and travel is more possible, winter time is a great time to try and go north where it's warmer, and yeah, that's a great idea.
So another reason why people get sick is because they've come into their work or school with whatever they've got, and that's a recipe for disaster. So, if you've got a kid at home, mums and dads out there, please call their temperature and call the doctor if symptoms persist. Here's Alec now.
Yeah, totally. So taking a temperature is a really good idea. Making sure you don't go out if you've got a fever, stay home.
Or
Fever.
A bug.
Yeah, if you've got a bug. Good idea to stay home, take your temperature, and make sure you don't go to work and infect other people, so it doesn't spread.
Okay, which brings me to the very last point in preparing for winter. Cancel your shift if you are sick a couple of days before and eat nice, healthy, warm foods, okay, like a bowl of vegetable soup with a couple of pieces of toast or some crackers on the side, chicken noodle soup, have a nice cup of peppermint tea to settle your stomach, or herbal teas. You can even whip up a casserole for dinner for the winter months. I'll talk about that on the next show too. Honey and lemon drinks, okay? Squeeze some honey and lemons into some warm water, add a couple of tablespoons of honey, and perhaps some ginger. Here's Georgia now for that delicious recipe.
Yeah, I think Barry kind of summed up the recipe well, but it's important to have, especially if your throat hurts or you're starting to get sick, having a hot drink, like Barry said, with honey and lemon can help to make your throat feel better and also kind of prevent your sickness from getting worse, so you can get back to work as soon as you feel better.
And go to the doctors if you get worse. He may not be able to do anything but advise you on what you need to do. He may advise you to stay in bed and rest until you feel more alive and human, okay? And if the doctor has prescribed you with medication, please finish it. Here's Alex now for this.
Yeah, I think that's right. So most people, I think, get over a cold on their own. It takes, 5 or 7 days usually. But if it doesn't go away, it's a really good idea to go to the doctor. Get yourself checked out. Make sure you don't have something more serious. Maybe get antibiotics if you need them. And rest at home until you're better.
And like I've said before, cancel your transport, your plans, ring your friends and reschedule them. Reschedule your day or night out, or reschedule your visit to their house, or your friend reschedule, pardon me, bring your friend and reschedule their visit to your house, okay? Because you don't want to spread your germs around like a jam, nasty. And remember, commit to your doctor's appointment if you have made them. I have said this a number of times, and our closing segment today on the show, don't come to work if you are really sick, like I did a couple of weeks ago. I had to stay away from work because I was unwell. I won't go into detail about that, but please, if you are not well, please do stay home, watch some DVDs, and make up a nice bowl of soup, chicken, vegetable, chicken noodle, you name it. Okay, it's all there. And if you've got a bug, please stay home also. Cancel your shift, okay? Because that's how people also get sick. And stay out of the cold, stay rugged up, weather beanie. I haven't got one today, ladies and gentlemen, but I will bring one next week to show you on the show, okay? So, have enough cough medicine and throat lozenges and Vicks if you've got one, and ask where you can get a vaporizer and ask how to use it. And if you do go to the chemist and the doctor gives you a script, ask him how many times a day to take the medicine, whether it's once a day, twice a day, or 3 times. So, very important to be organized if you are not well, to go to the doctors like I am this afternoon, okay, making sure that I've got everything here, okay, and not thinking, oh no, I forgot that. So I will do a recap on organizing doctor's appointments again on the next show, but that's all we've got time for this morning on the show. And Alec, thank you once again for coming on the show. Have you got anything to say to the viewers before we say farewell?
No, mate. Thanks for having me on again. It's good. Appreciate it, mate.
And from Alec, Jordan, and myself now, a very good morning to you. And Georgia, have you any closing tips?
Yeah, I think you covered everything pretty well, but just reiterating to stay home, especially with the medical climate that we have at the moment. And commit to your doctor's appointments because they're all very busy at the moment and you don't want to waste their time. So.
And remember, only call 000 in an emergency. Here's Alex to take us out with that message.
Yeah, absolutely. So 000 is just for emergencies. If you want a doctor's appointment, you can call the surgery directly. You don't need to use 000, only if there's an emergency for 000.
And you've been watching episode 192, recorded live at St. Times Cash. You've been watching Alec, Georgia, and Marcel, and we thank you so much this morning for your company on the show, and we had a lot of fun this morning on the show, and thank you to everybody watching around Australia, and good morning to our Central Coast and Gosford viewers, and Cass, if you are watching, we do hope that you are liking your new job, and we do hope to see you again soon. But that's all we've got time for this morning on the show. Thanks so much for your company today. I'm Barry Fair on behalf of all of us here at the Tuesday Wraps. A very good morning to you. We look forward to your company again next Tuesday. So until then, viewers, from wherever your address might be, tune in again next Tuesday, same time, same channel, same place. You know where we bring the shows to you. This has been a Barry Fair production. Barry Fair speaking. Have a good week, everybody. See you next Tuesday, and I will be back with you tomorrow for episode 193. Have a great day, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you later for another edition of the Daily Wraps. Take care, keep smiling, bye for now.